If you want to make backups, you'll use tar. Tar stands for tape archive. The original purpose of the utility was to stream files to a tape. Think old-fashioned rewindable tape, where it was good to have all the files in one stream for purpose of backups. Nowadays, you will use tar in many cases, not to stream to tape, but just to create backup files. And to do that, you have a couple of options. And now let's start working with tar. Tar command is used, where C stands for create. I also like V. V is verbose. That is going to show you what utility is done. After that, you need F. F stands for file. File is the name of the backup file you want to create. Let's do /root/etc/tar to specify what you want in backup. Just mention the name of the directory that you want in there. Press enter and it will begin. Okay, it didn't take too long. Now if you do ls-l, you can see there is etc.tar file. By the way, the file has an extension .tar just because I included it when executing the tar command. If I wouldn't have done that, it wouldn't have any .tar extension. In fact, it's not really an extension. I'm saying this because on some occasion you may get tar archive which is not easy to recognize. If that's the case, use the file utility. File utility tells whether the file is a tar archive or not. But you can also see that the file is quite big. So let's start again. You file etc.tar. See, it tells you that it's a tar archive. Now you see that the file is very big. So let's start again and compress it. In order to compress this, I'm using tar CZVF, where C stands for compress and rest of them is the same, followed by the name of the archive I want to create. That will be hc2.tgz. TGZ is also a convention that makes it easier for people to recognize that it's a compressed file. And next, we also need to name the directory we want to compress in archive. I'm removing V because I don't want it to be verbose. I just want it to do its job. Now if you do ls-l again, you'll see there's a difference between compressed file and the non-compressed file. You see the size there? Now we'll extract the existing tar. Now how do we extract an existing tar archive? So in order to do that, wait, before extracting, it's good to have impression of what's inside. To do that, you can use tar.tbf followed by the name of the file. And by the way, in older versions of tar, you needed to include Z because of compressed file. But in recent version